I guess Bradley's cornermen feel as though they might not be at this level again, so they want to pick their fighter up and carry him around. And Michael Buffer is standing by with the official results. Let's go to him right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at the MGM Grand, we go to the scorecards. Jerry Roth scores about 115-113 for Pacquiao. CJ Ross scores it 115-113 for Bradley. And Dwayne Ford scores it 115-113 to the winner by split decision. And new WBO welterweight champion of the world, the Desert Storm, Timothy
We're blind. I think Harold Lederman is the best scorer alive, and I think that is a terrible, bogus decision.
I'm dumbfounded. I don't know what to say. I mean, that's when they started off the 115 and 113, and I have no comment. I'm totally confused.
I'm as confused as anyone could possibly be. Chinky Pacquiao's reaction at ringside. Timothy Bradley has scored an upset split decision victory over Manny Pacquiao. God only knows how.
It was not supposed to be this way. It was supposed to be a perfunctory step toward another mega fight. It was supposed to be the setup for one of the biggest fights in the last 20 years. Instead, it's high noon in Vegas between Felix Sturm and Oscar De La Hoya. Yes, that's right, I said Felix Sturm.
As I said before, guys, the ultimate test of the officials in Las Vegas. Are they going to blow away a mega fight in the fall?
I just want to know what you think, Larry. Who you thought won the fight?
Honestly?
Yeah.
I thought Sturm got no worse than a draw and could have.
Moment of drama, if ever we've had one.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at the MGM Grand, we go to the scorecards. All three judges, Mike Liena, Dave Moretti, and Paul Smith, scored the bout 115-113 for the winner by unanimous decision and new WBO middleweight champion of the world, the pride of East LA, the Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya.
Well, one of these days, maybe the judges will agree with us on an Oscar De La Hoya decision. But once again, we are at odds with the scorers here.
Yep.
And so is much of the crowd.
Yep. I know Bernard Hopkins is happy.
A close enough fight that I don't think you could call it highway robbery, but a questionable decision. I wonder if Felix Sturm will lodge a protest and call for an investigation this time. All right, final CompuBox numbers. De La Hoya was outlanded by 46, according to CompuBox. He threw 251 more punches than Sturm, and in the eyes of the judges, that is probably what ultimately won the fight for De La Hoya, was the higher activity level. But look at the connect percentage disparity.
Yep.
And ladies and gentlemen, that was obvious. If you were sitting at ringside, you couldn't miss it. Sturm's landed punches were clean and clear. Jabs, all Sturm, 112 out of 306. De La Hoya threw a lot of them, but only landed 58 out of 398. In other words, most of his jabs were short, and Sturm's weren't. Power punches, De La Hoya landing 8 more, throwing 394 again. throwing 159 more power punches. That's probably what the judges saw in scoring the fight in favor of De La Hoya. 115-113 all the way around. Except for these rare occasions when he stops and rallies. And here he'll try to steal the round.
George, you tell me, do you think that De La Hoya has won the fight the way he's fought the last several rounds?
I don't think so. I think he had the fight in control, and now he's leaving it in the hand of the judges. And this is about which judge saw the beauty contest his way or not.
I have him winning the fight 6 rounds to 5 and 1 even. My suspicion is he'll get a few more points than that from the judges.
That is exactly my suspicion as well. It was not what boxing fans hoped for. Now will it be what De La Hoya hoped for? Harold, what's your final score?
Jim, I disagree totally. Felix Trinidad, absolutely, without question, sweat. 9, 10, 11, and 12. He pressed the action. He woke up. Something happened. De La Hoya stopped throwing punches. Felix Trinidad deserves a draw. 114, 114, 6 rounds apiece. They're 1-0 even rounds. They were decisive rounds. One guy or the other won. Oscar boxed beautifully through the first 6 or so. Felix only won 2 of those. He won 4 and 5. But Felix swept the 4 rounds decisively at the end of the fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the Budweiser scorecards. Glenn Hamada scores the bout 114-114. He has it even. Bob Logis scores the bout 115-114. And Jerry Roth scores the bout 115-113 for the winner by majority decision. De Puerto Rico and a unified welterweight champion of the world, Felix Tito Trinidad.
So that answers the question of whether Felix Trinidad could get a decision against Oscar De La Hoya in Las Vegas. Yes, he could. George, did Trinidad win it, or did De La Hoya give it away?
De La Hoya gave it away. The last couple of rounds, it was there for him. All he had to do was reach out and pop. He let the guy have the fight.
A tactical error down the stretch by Oscar De La Hoya. And Felix Trinidad wins exactly the kind of fight he didn't want to fight.
In the last round, Martinez had a point deducted. That could be huge.
It could be, but it shouldn't be. Martinez won the fight. We'll see what the official verdict is.
Remember, too, in round number 7, a left hand at the end of the round by Martinez dropped Cintron. In round 12, Martinez outlanded Cintron, according to CompuBox, 21-7. 21 of 69 to Cintron, 7 of 41. Kermit doing his victory dance. All right, let's take a look at some of the crazy aspects of this fight. We'll start in round number 5. Now, this was ruled a clash of heads, but watch the punch right there opening up the cut on Cintron's left eye. You can clearly see it was a punch. It was ruled a clash of heads. End of round number 7. A left hand. Now, Cintron thinks it was from a headbutt. Clearly, it was from a left hand.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
But did he get up? Cintron saying, is it a headbutt? Martinez thought he was a winner. Take a look at it one more time. It was a great left hand that Cintron thought was a headbutt. Let's listen again to the count.
7, 8, 9.
He had not said 10 yet, and it looks like there's space between the knee and the canvas.
The bell rang.
He made it. He made it.
The bell rang.
Whether or not you can be saved by the bell, though, it appears that Cintron just barely beat the count.
Stop! Stop!
Then hitting behind the head in the last round, Martinez
1 point.
loses a point. Now, he'd been cautioned for that before, but Lennox, it was because of Cintron.
Right. Cintron put his head down and got hit behind the head, and the referee felt that you know, he did it on purpose. Well, he didn't do it on purpose.
Okay, let's see how the judges had this scored. Here is Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the scorecards. Tommy Kazmarek scores it. 116-110 for Martinez. Peter Trematera and Jed O'Connor both scored the same. 113-113. The bout is a draw by majority verdict. Majority draw.
Well, the point deduction turned out to be the difference for Sergio Martinez. We thought that he clearly won the fight. He loses a point in the 12th and final round, and that cost him a victory. 4, 5, 6, and 7 where he got dropped, and Cintron did absolutely nothing. Let's take a look at the final numbers as compiled by CompuBox and the final punch stats for Martinez and Cintron over this 12-round fight. And as we look into these numbers for the fight, you'll take a look at total punches. Neither guy had a blistering pace. You can see that Martinez outlanded Cintron in this fight by 48 punches, and he was slightly busier.
Well, he outlanded him. For every punch that Cintron landed, Martinez landed a punch and a half.
So a controversial draw. The power punches, you take a look at again. Martinez, a little bit more accurate. He landed more, 46 more. He scored a knockdown.
And objectively, we have evidence that Martinez also landed the harder punches. Not just that they count as power punches, but that his punches produced a cut and produced a knockdown.
Bizarre finish in the 12-round bout between Sergio Martinez and Kermit Cintron here on HBO's Boxing After Dark. From Sunrise, Florida.